live entertainment and
Morning all.
disco. Group bookings and parties.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd just like to say a few words.
The best of the local talent
Ryan.
and some of the country's top names
Thank
in
you.
rock and
Just a few things I'd like to say. This won't take long. As you probably know, an international businessman of considerable reputation is going to be at the house this evening to discuss matters of great importance with Frank and myself. Well, Pippa and I were thinking that while he's here, it might be better if the three of you aren't.
Oh, frightened will embarrass you, eh?
Well, to put it bluntly, yes.
Fair enough. We probably would too.
I wouldn't.
You? I get embarrassed just looking at you, Sal. All you could do is sit
Yeah,
there.
all right, mate, that's enough.
Just joke.
Now, how would you all like to go and see a film? My shout.
Sure. Sounds great.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and see a film
You don't want to go and see a film? Why not?
because I just don't want to.
Well, how about if you went over to Kim's? Would you like that?
No.
You wouldn't. You sure?
Could I stay the night?
All right, if it's okay with Mrs. Patterson.
Oh, all right, if I have to.
Good girl.
What's that?
But what does it look like?
$20. Get serious, Tom. How far do you reckon this is going to go? You are going to let us have a feed as well, aren't you? Maybe a hamburger at the diner or something. Now that's more like it.
Oh, is everybody happy now?
Yep.
Terrific. I declare this meeting closed at 8:11.
I make it today, didn't see a brekkie. Yeah, I thought I'd take a run down to Bells Road. Seth the car was there. And? It's gone.
I told you. Cops would have driven it back to the owner by now. Geez, you're a gutless wonder sometimes. If you're going to act chicken all the time, I'm not going to take you out for a bit of fun anymore.
Who's acting like a chicken? I went along with it, didn't I?
Only after I talked you into it.
So when are we going again?
This weekend, I guess.
What do we tell Tom and Pippa?
Well, what do you think? The same as last time. We're going camping. What a wimp. Get Nick. You're a wimp and a big girl.
You're still smoking, aren't you?
What's it to you?
You couldn't give it up. Pay up, son.
I could if I wanted to, I just don't want to.
You're mad. Look, it's really addictive, and it's wrecking your lungs.
Yeah, look, I hear you, all right? I just don't need the lectures.
Don't know why you do it. Look, I'd rather be a live wimp than a dead jerk. You sure, Lance? Silly's Stewart.
Yeah. She's got the back room set up real nice, eh? Helped to move the table. And she's got all these pamphlets everywhere on how to get a job and praying that.
Terrific. You reckon we'll be able to go to heaven with Celia showing us the way?
Who does she think's going to go to her for advice? You'd have to be crazy. Oh, yes, young man, if you want a successful career, you need your HSC and you have to know the 10 Commandments backwards.
Sound just like her, mate.
Yeah, but it sucks, I reckon. Well, the drop-in centre was a pretty good idea. Someone Bay needs a place like that, not with her running it.
I don't know, mate. A Bible-bashing do-gooder like Celia. I reckon we should all go and pay her a visit. It'd be a riot. What do you reckon?
Yeah, right. Give us some real problems to deal with.
So what do you reckon, Matt? Will you be in it?
Oh, too right, mate. Anything to get Celia out of here. She's driving me mad, you know. She's not asking me to help her out the back. She's asking me what kids think about drug abuse or something like that. Either she's out of here or I am.
I tell you, she's going to freak out entirely. You should have seen the time me and Craig Barnett took a couple of girls back to her place, right? She walked in, we had lipstick smeared all over our faces and cigarettes. And...
Oh, good on you, dork. You was having a go at me for smoking.
Oh, we were only staring Celia. At least we had a reason.
So who thought up the scam anyway?
Oh, they are for dodgy.
Oh, yeah, still trying to get her back for dobbing into the cops, eh?
Oh, get real. What's the point of that? Listen, I've had my fill of do-gooders. They're more trouble than they're worth. I reckon get her back in the shop selling cheese and tomato sangers as soon as possible.
Oh, you're still here, Miss Stewart? I'll be closing up in a couple of minutes.
Yes, I've still got rather a lot to do, so if you wouldn't mind giving me a key, I'll lock up when I've finished.
Oh, gee, I don't know whether I should.
What are you talking about?
Well, Ailsa and Bobby didn't say anything about giving you a key.
Oh, for goodness sake, Matthew. I'm Ailsa's sister-in-law. I'm not going to go marauding through the place when no one's here, and I have locked up the premises before, you know.
Yeah, but I just don't know whether I should.
Oh, really, Matthew? Well, I suppose if your conscience won't allow it, forget it. You'll just have to stay back until I finish my work.
Look, OK, look. There you go.
Thank you. Anyone there?
Only me, Miss Stewart.
Oh. Well, how did you get in here?
Matt let me in.
Matthew? He left over an hour ago.
Yeah, I know. I've been sitting out there waiting for it to get nice and dark and nice and quiet, so I could talk to you.
What do you want?
I got a problem, you see. Something I need to talk to you about. When I heard you were taking over this advice centre, I thought, that's great, you know. I mean, kids need somewhere they can go and to talk about their problems and that.
Well...
Because like I said, if you're talking problems, I'm where it's at, you get me?
Well, Brian, I'm not actually hoping for business at the moment.
You are here to listen to kids' problems and help, aren't you?
Well, yes, if I can, but
I've had a tough life, Miss Stewart. You got to hear me out. I don't know if I can go on much longer.
All right, Brian. Take a seat. I'm listening.
My mum and dad died in a plane crash when I was 12. I was the eldest, see, there were 8 of us.
8? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I tried, you know, just to keep the family together.
Oh, you poor, poor boy.
Yeah, but how do you feed 8 starving kids on $15 a week? It's not easy.
You should have gone to the welfare department.
Oh, they couldn't have cared less. The winter nights were the worst. We lived in a clapped-out old railway carriage. A bit drafty, you know. We managed, huddling around our candle for warmth, trying to grill our snags.
Really? How tragic for you.
Yeah, just terrible.
Now get out.
But Miss Stewart...
Go on, get out. You are wasting my valuable time. Go on, out, out, out.
You should have seen her, mate. She was ropeable.
Serves her right. Can't wait to get in there myself and...
What are you two up to?
Nothing. What?
Have you started your homework?
Just starting.
Well, if you don't get it finished, it'll be the last time you're allowed out on a school night.
Yeah, sorry. It's just that I heard about the drop-in centre opening and I went and spoke to Miss Stewart about something.
Oh?
Oh, it's not that I didn't want to talk to you or anything, Pip, but, well, it was, you know, personal.
Well, sure, fine, but did Celia help?
Well, not really. She seemed to get upset when I started talking about my past and that. Don't think she's too good at helping kids out with their problems.
Yes, I'm afraid you could be right there.
Why'd you tell her? I thought we'd keep it a secret.
P-Y-R-E. Pyre. Protect your rear end. Just in case Celia tells Pippa I was having a go at her. I really strung her along. She actually started to believe me about the 8 kids and everything. I think I blew it when I told her we had to cook our snags over a candle.
Oh, good one, mate.
Hey, here she comes.
Morning, Miss Stewart.
What do you want?
I just came round to apologise for last night. That was really childish and immature of me. I know the work you do here is serious, I shouldn't have made fun.
I was onto your little game from the start. I was just fascinated to see how far you'd take it.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm really sorry.
An apology is completely unnecessary, Brian, as long as you do realise that...
Miss Stewart, Dodge has been telling me what a sympathetic listener you are. And, well, I was just wondering, I mean, I know it's early in that, but, could I talk to you about something? Something personal?
Oh, of course, Stephen. It's never too early for sound advice. Follow me. The fact that you're here so very early on my first date only proves that this centre is long overdue in Summer Bay. I've been urging the Church Welfare Committee to start something like this for years. But do they listen? Now, sit down and make yourself comfortable, Stephen. And you've always been such a well-adjusted and sensible young man. If you need to talk over a problem, just think how many other poor souls are in far greater need. And that doesn't mean that you're not close to your parents or, foster parents in your case, of course. But there are just some things that one can't discuss with them. Well, now, Stephen, what would you like to talk about?
Sex.
I've got this problem, Miss Stewart.
Oh, well, if it has anything to do with the physical side of things, perhaps you should call your father or the Reverend Flowers.
Oh, no, it's got nothing to do with that. I'm in love.
Oh, Matthew, well, that's a very nice state to be in.
But this woman that I'm in love with, she's quite a bit older than me.
Oh, well, a few years doesn't make any difference to true love.
She's old enough to be my mother, my grandmother maybe.
Oh.
But I really love her, Miss Stewart. She's such a good person. She goes to church a lot. She gets involved in worthy deeds, and she really understands young people. She's sporty, she rides a bike everywhere, and...
Well, obviously, Matthew, if you're in love with her, she's the most important person in the world to you.